What up guys, welcome to Chef Vic, and today we're going to start another cool episode of Simple and Delicious Breakfast. And for the breakfast today will be a biscuits and gravy. So good guys, so classic. So let's get our aprons on and let's start making some delicious breakfast. Check it out. So biscuits and gravy, cool classic way. Always reminds me of a cool diner you go to, order this delicious stuff. Goes good with eggs, even fried eggs over easy. Delicious way to start a good breakfast. Hearty, good way to start like cure a hangover. But no, it's really good. Of course gonna be that sausage gravy. I'm gonna get some good old sausage, cook it up, make gravy out of it. The white gravy, of course. Lots of pepper, salt, and stuff like that. Just so good, garlic flavors to it. And then of course you can't forget a nice, buttery, soft, pillowy, just like a pillow of a biscuit. Can't beat that. Just ladle that gravy on top, serve it side to side with some eggs, and you're good to go to start the day. Now, I do have a recipe for a good biscuit. Sorry. It's Grandma Rosie biscuits. So I'm gonna put a link up here somewhere and you guys check that out. And also too, I'm gonna show you another recipe is a buttermilk biscuit. Good, delicious, tangy from the buttermilk, flavorful, and will hold up against that delicious gravy I'm gonna make for you guys. So let's get started. Let's make this breakfast. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off with the biscuits right here. So we're gonna add our all-purpose flour into a bowl, and then next up we're gonna add your salt, your baking powder into the flour, and then mix it slightly, and then we're gonna add the cold butter. Just make sure your butter is nice and cold, cubed up. Makes it so much easier to blend the butter inside the flour. So just make sure your butter is nice and very cold. So add your butter to the flour mixture and start to crumble it to make it look like breadcrumbs. So once just start crumbling the butter inside the flour with your fingertips. This is a cool method used for making pastries. That's how I make my biscuits. So just using your fingers to crumble it. Just by doing this, you're not overworking the flour, and you just want to make it look like breadcrumbs. So once you got to that texture, sandy, wet sand texture, you're gonna add your buttermilk into the flour mixture. Make sure buttermilk's nice and cold of course. You want to melt the butter, and gently mix the buttermilk inside the flour mixture to form a dough. And just make sure you're not overworking your biscuits. To make a soft, flaky biscuits, just try not to overwork it. So once it's come together as a dough, lightly flour your surface and begin to shape it into a round disc, and then that will help out with the rolling part of the biscuits. So once you get your disc formed with the biscuit dough, you're gonna lightly roll it out about ½ inch or so. I don't go crazy thin on them. You don't want them too thin as well. So just good inch and a half or so, around there. Just roll them out, and then I use these little biscuit cutters. I will put those in the description below to get them at Amazon. And then you're gonna cut those up. Do not twist it. To get a good height on your biscuits, just don't twist your molds. Just cut and just take them out. Just make sure you dust them, of course, with flour so it doesn't stick. And then with the leftover, of course, put it all back together, and then roll them out, and then cut some more out of your biscuits. So after you cut your biscuits, you're gonna brush them with buttermilk, and then preheat your oven for 350 degrees for 15 minutes or 20 minutes until golden brown. So once you guys take your biscuits out of the oven, you're gonna brush them immediately with the melted butter, and then just let them cool down in a wire rack. And then we're gonna prepare the nice delicious
sausage gravy for these biscuits. So we're gonna finally dice onions and then finally dice garlic for the gravy. For some reason I forgot to record the onion part, so as you see there, it's this finely minced yellow onion, and then finally minced some garlic as well. And then you're gonna get a pan and heat it up to cook the sausage. So heat up a nice little pot. You're gonna use about half of a tube of ground sausage, and then you're just gonna break. I like breaking it up. It makes it so much easier to break it up in the pan like this. Trust me, guys, I would recommend doing this. It just helps a little bit. Of course, wash your hands afterwards. Handling raw pork, but you want to cook this up. So you're just gonna cook it up a little bit, get nice and golden brown. And the secret to making a delicious sausage gravy is you cannot forget the black pepper. I use fresh cracked pepper. Highly recommend it. Don't be shy with the pepper. That really gives out the good flavor, but put it a little towards like this part of the stage of the sausage so it cooks the pepper. Trust me, it makes a difference with this gravy. It tastes so good like this. And then after that, you're gonna add your onions and garlic to it, and then give it a nice good coloration of the onions and garlic. Just make sure you don't burn the garlic, but you want good caramelization on the onions. So once your onions are nice and caramelized, you're gonna add about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half or so butter. I use unsalted because I don't want to make this dish too salty. You have to be really careful of seasoning it. I season mine towards the end with salt because sausage is salty as it is. So you're gonna add about half a cup of all-purpose flour to the mixture. Once the butter is melted, of course, really work it in. Cook the flour for a couple more minutes or so just to get that raw flour out. You really want to kind of cook a little bit. And also too, it toasts the flour, so it adds a little more extra flavor. And then once that comes, you can add your milk. Now it's about to take at least about 3.5 cups of milk. Trust me, I'll put the recipe, full recipe on down below. And then just want to add the milk a little at a time to prevent lumps. So like I said, add your salt towards the end once your gravy is all complete. Then taste. If it needs more salt, add a little more salt. Just because sausage is salty as enough, and you don't want to overdo it and be too much salt. I like pepper, so I add a little more pepper to it, get that peppery bite. Really mix the dish. So to really prepare this dish, you want to take out your biscuits now, lay them on a plate, and then you're going to add a spoonful of your gravy or how much you want. At this point too, you can serve it with scrambled eggs, over easy eggs, omelets, anything pretty much you want, guys. You can put this gravy on omelets too, that'd be delicious. But these biscuits are light and fluffy and buttery, and that sausage gravy just makes it over the top. A little more pepper, of course, and then top it off with parsley. And you enjoy this cool little b-roll.
Alright guys, there you have it. Delicious biscuits and gravy. You just cannot beat this, especially with the sausage coming through and the pepper and stuff like that. I love pepper, so that's why I like to finish mine with pepper, freshly cracked and all that. I love that stuff. You could go a lot with this. You can serve with eggs, again, sunny side up eggs, whatever type of eggs you like. You can serve it or eat it just by itself. It's hearty enough to keep you satisfied and get you a good start for your day. Awesome breakfast to start with. It'll probably go good with, Irish coffee, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot. And hit that bell to notify you guys for upcoming new videos. And I'll keep in mind, a little quick note here, this video will be posted Sunday. Well, simple and delicious breakfast on Sundays. So stay tuned with that, because every Sunday I'm gonna try and pump out these breakfast dish for you guys, to enjoy and get you guys some cool ideas what you want for breakfast and stuff. If you guys have any ideas you want me to cook for breakfast themed items, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to try and give you guys those recipes. And I hope you guys have an awesome day and an awesome start of your day. And I will see you guys next time.